Okay, in this video I'm looking at cosine rule again. I will link the other cosine rule video in the comments section for this one so that you can have a look at finding a side length for it. This one I'm looking at finding an angle. Now, sometimes students will want to use the rearranged version of this, but that isn't on the formula sheet that we use for Queensland for the General Methods course. So I tend to get students just to use the one that's on the rule sheet rather than having to learn another formula or work on rearranging. So I'm going to use it as it is, even though I'm finding an angle. So like I said in my other video, I like to match my labeling to what I'm finding out. So here's my unknown angle here. So that's going to be my C. That means that the side opposite that is going to be the little c. And then I can choose to put 8 and 14 as A or B. It doesn't really matter. And now I'm going to fill in what I know. So I know my C here, so I'm going to write 11 squared is equal to, my A squared is 8 squared plus 14 squared minus 2 times 8 times 14 cos C, and that is my unknown one. Now I need to keep these together like I mentioned in the other video. That's one of the most important hints that I can give you on using the cosine rule. Now 11 squared is 121, 8 squared is 64, 14 squared is 196, and then I've got 2 times 8 times 14, and I get 224 cos C. Now they have to stay together. So 64 plus 196 gives me 260. So then my first step will be to take that 260 away from the 121. Now don't be concerned, you will always get a negative answer here. So negative 139 is negative 224 cos C. So then the next stage, I'm going to do this number divided by that one to get the cos C on its own. And I get 0.6205. That's what cos C is equal to. So C is just going to be cos to the negative 1 of that. So I'll do second cos and put my answer in there, and I get my C is equal to 51.64 degrees. Now, had I come out with a number that was bigger than 180, I would have then queried that something had happened with my working out there, because that isn't going to fit in a triangle. And the same as if I got an angle of maybe 1 or 2 degrees, I might have gone back and double checked that. So always think about if that angle makes sense in what you know about angles.